Hello. So today I thought that we would make some ratatouille. I love this dish. I've made it dozens and dozens of times when I had my business, and I've made it for myself as well. And what ratatouille is, it's sort of a classical French stew made out of vegetables. It used to be made for the, well, they say for the peasants, in fact, and the reason for that was because it was cheap and the vegetables were just chopped up very roughly, and the meal could be served with some crusty bread or rice. Nowadays it's become very fashionable and is served in top restaurants, in fact, you can serve it with rice if you want as a main meal, or you can even use sort of like quinoa or pasta. Once you've made it and everything, if there's anything left over, you can just put it on your favourite pizza base, in fact, with the leftovers. So what we've got, in fact, is they start off with aubergines. I've chopped them up already. We've got onion, which has already been sliced up. One courgette that I'm using a red pepper as well, and we've got different herbs. As well as that, we've also got the stock, which is behind me, somewhere behind me is some stock, and a tin of tomatoes. But I know that the ingredients do vary from chef to chef. In fact, not that I'm a chef, in fact, but I did have a catering business. So I'm going to take you over to the hob now, and I'll show you how it's actually all made. So what we need, in fact, is we need some olive oil, probably about 2 or 3 tablespoons in there. Start off with some red onion, all right? Right, so that has been frying now for a few minutes. Just add in your chopped aubergines. So what we've got here, in fact, is we've got some really lovely fresh herbs over here. It's just about a handful. You don't need all of those, in fact. Just chop them up roughly. I've got some parsley from the garden as well. So we've got coriander, parsley, and just a little bit of basil. Not very much, because that can be a bit overpowering. So we've got, oh, it smells gorgeous. Really smell that. Oh, lovely. Okay, so that's been sweating in there with the lid on. So I'm now adding in the chopped up courgette. Let that sweat for a couple of minutes. So just add in the red peppers in there, and then you want to add in your tin of tomatoes. I've used chopped tomatoes, all right? And then add the stock, like so. Now you want to get all this, just let it all sweat. When I say stock, I mean I use this these stock pots, which are fantastic, in fact. They seem to have so much flavour. So now that you've put that in there, what you want to do is just let that sweat for a while, all right? Right, so that's been sort of like sweating for about 20 minutes. I'm going to add in the herbs in there. Normally, a lot of people use herbs de Provence. Well, I've just used the roughly chopped coriander, a little bit of basil, and parsley. And the other thing that you also want is maybe a couple of tablespoons of tomato puree. Now, if you find that it's sort of a little bit runny, you can always add a little bit of corn flour. Okay, there we go. So now I'm adding a tin of chickpeas. As I was saying, going out for a walk with this little one, and he loves his walkies, in fact, don't you? Really does help a lot going out in, just walking in nature just helps you to clear your mind and put the world to right. And Archie, here you are, biscuit. Here you are. Come over here, please. Come here. Come here. And yeah, I think little things like that just help you to get through. And I find another thing that helps me is having projects in my mind that I'm going to do. Like last week, I spent the week painting my lounge, in fact. Sorry, I said it again. I'm going to stop doing this. And I've got a list of things that I want to do, like when the weather gets better, I've got plans to do things in the garden and grow my own vegetables this year. And I know that you yourself have got quite a few plans for the future. Yes. And I think this is a thing that you've just got to focus on the positive, and we'll get through this, because these things will pass. We'll look back on this and we'll be proud that we've survived them. So don't get down, just keep positive, okay? And I'll see you next week. Bye. And thank